All right, so another weekly breakdown of my trading journals. As you can see, I was far behind, so let's get going with this one. Cool. So here we see October 12th trade one looks like a sell stop on the 30 minutes. Sell stop below 30-minute low, was aiming for 10 pips for, but momentum flipped. Closed half when first 30-minute candle closed bullish. Then on second doji candle closed full. Okay. The 12th on the 30-minute candle. Let's see. Clear off this old stuff. Drop down to the 30. The dirty 30. The dirty 30, wordy. Skibly bibbly bubbly bibbly bum birdie. Clear out a bunch of that shit. Alright, we're looking at the 12. 12. Is this where? Let's see. Yeah, that little spike here. Wavy. There we go. Spike here. Wavy. Okay. So it looks like I tried to take a trade over here. Or actually below that candle. Just a random sell stop. Just like that. Just a random sell stop, like 20 pips or 13 pips away from price. Okay, so that next, well, actually that candle was forming bullish. Actually, would have been a better trade to just take it from, if I really thought price was gonna go all the way down there anyway, why wouldn't I just take it from there? Break up the lows. I mean, if you look on the higher, if you look on the structure, we're going down in a downtrend. That's kind of the bottom of the channel though, so still not the ideal place for sales. Of course, at the time I wouldn't have known about these two candles, but still would have seen this candle like that and then had it set up here and seen that big rejection in this wick and known that a sell stop below there would probably not be ideal. You see what I'm saying? So this is another case of just poor. This was just a bad trade idea. A lot of times the trade ideas were kind of good, but the entries were just bad. This was just a bad idea. I mean, sells were maybe not the worst idea in that little downtrend, but if you look at the overall higher time frame trend, GJ was still very bullish at this time, and that move was very corrective and slow. Also something I did not know at that time, but it's okay. You can see that would probably be a way better time. What I should have put a freaking buy limit there. See what I'm saying? Buy limit right here, stops below there, boom. Boom, like that. My classic 10 pip stop, and then 50 pips, 45 pips up. If I went for 50, I would have had to wait up quite a while to get 50, but damn, 40 pips would have been not even that difficult in a matter of a couple hours. So this is just a bad trade idea. What was I doing? I mean, stops was good. Stop was good. It's about 10 pips, just 12 pips, 11 pips. So that was good. I kind of managed it. Somehow still ended up. How did I? Even for 10 pips. How did I still end up with more than $2 loss when I closed half? Anyway. Another trade. Oh, there's that same area buy. Took a buy based on a support forming apparently. Or that enter that this candle. This is that same area, isn't it? Yeah, that's that same day, probably. Yep, trade two of that day. So let's see what I was doing over here. Just taking a buy. First trade failed, classic. Just take a buy afterwards. But guess what stopped me out? I probably closed it early, didn't I? Let's see. Support from $100. This is a trade with a trend. Oh, so now I can see it's a trade with the trend, huh? So a while ago there, did I not know it was a trade with the trend? It was a trade against the trend, sorry. Oh, wow. I actually banked some profit on this one. More than 10 pips. Nice. Aiming for 30 pips, close trading profits making today. A profit of trade close early at 16 pips. We'll look for better trades tomorrow. Okay, so I closed it at 16 pips. I entered Bangalang right there. Let's see, where's my stops below structure? And I closed at 16 pips. Not bad. Where's my stop? I don't have a stop. There is no stop loss on this. Okay, no stop loss. Wild guy. Okay then. Oh, looks like I entered just a little bit before. So maybe I did have like a 10 pip stop. Or something. No, I didn't have any stop. Yeah, I just remembered I had no stop. Anyway, took that trade. Good day on the charts. It's a Monday, so it's good to be cautious and take it. Cautious? Where was the caution when I was trading here with no stop? Where was the caution? No stop loss? Can't really say that I did that. But take caution and they can't really say that I did that. Okay, so you was just talking nonsense. But at least I followed my plan and feel good about that. Have one trade running with the trend. Looking forward to tomorrow. Still need to learn to be patient with the winners till TP. That's honestly something I still need to do. Caught a little. This is what I did for the day? Oh yeah, because I lost that at the beginning. At least I finished up. Yeah, I'm up. Anyway, what on earth is this? What on earth? Took a buy. Oh, I remember this day. No, I remember this day. Took this buy with Raja and them. Well, with Raja. He closed at like 6 pips. I closed. I didn't have a stop loss, and I was like, "Oh, cool. I buy on the way down. Cool. I buy on the way down. Cool. I buy." And GJ just kept filling for like 100 pips that day. GJ just kept falling for like 100 pips that day. I did close a few buys that day. That day I was just doing nonsense, bruh. Nonsense. Buy based on 50-minute close, expecting volume from my. That 50-minute close was bullshit too. From my to like that. If I show it, let me see. Let's find it. This so-called amazing 50-minute close that caused me to take a wonderful buy, because that 50-minute close was complete trash. It wasn't a good buy at all. Let's see. Am I even on the 50-minute chart here? No, this is the 4-hour chart. Trying to be slick. This, I remember this. I even remember the setup. It's burned into my brain because I remember that day. This up here. This 30-minute candle closed. And I was like, yay, bye. Raja closed his trade somewhere around here. I was like, nah, I'm holding this. Or it was one of these 30-minute candles. Then I'm like, nah, I'm holding. This 30-minute candle came up a little bit. Next candle, bam, tested the bottom of this area. Then I'm like, okay, the next one gonna go up for sure. How is the next one gonna go up when it just broke this support right there? Then boom, bam, retrace. Cause I keep seeing these big rejections, so I'm like, yeah, alright, we going up, we going up. Then I'm looking at this support here, and I'm like, yeah, alright, we rejecting, we rejecting. We're just gonna go bounce and then go back up, and then boom, you know, my account flashed before my eyes. This just dropped all the way from my entry. That thing dropped mad pips, bruh. Over almost 200 pips that from my entry. Bounced back up the next day or the same day or something. Like 150 pips. The next day, actually, I think it was 150 pips. Did not close. I was like, yeah, this is going to come back to my entry. Went down again to the same area or worse. Came back up. Still didn't close. Still didn't close. Damn, bro, I was holding this trade for weeks. 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 It finally came up there. But guess what? I had withdrawn some of my equity, so I didn't have enough margin. Blew my account on that trade plus a few others. I had a few others up in that area. Yeah, really and truly, the way I should have played this trade, the smarter thing to do, even though, okay, I entered that buy already. First of all, don't enter that buy. That's the first way to play that trade. Don't enter that buy because why? Price is just at a resistance. Price is at a resistance up here. Number one. We failed to even go up and test these highs on that 30-minute candle. So why would I buy? Then the next candle dropped. Still didn't close my trade. We failed to go up and test these highs there. Still didn't close my trade. Boom. Next candle did this. Fail, just fooling me. I'm like, oh, okay, now it's going to boom. All the way down here. And I still didn't close. I'm like, yeah, it's coming back up. It retrace. Retrace, still didn't close. Boom, down. Retrace, still didn't close. Bruh. So the first measure of business, don't take that trade. Boom. Price close below bullish structure. If I'm really eager to trade, then I could take a trade. Next candle. Next candle not so strong. See, we have a resistance right there. That still wouldn't have been a good trade though. Like I said, right? I think I said that. Anyway. We have this in this range, this big order block, this big consolidation. Boom. As soon as we start breaking, especially as we start breaking this area here too, or these lows here, bruh, enter that on the 1 minute, easy enter that on the 1 minute. Stops would have been like 10 pips, 10, 12 pips, and then target you're looking at, I'd have probably done this low here, these lows. I'd probably say that that's my first target. Secure and let the rest run. Rest would have run nice. See that? That was how should have played that trade. Next day, come play the opposite side. See what I'm saying? This gave 1, 2, 3 candles. We broke the highs up here. Well, this candle didn't. This candle didn't. This candle did. Came back. I mean, I could have entered here, taking that small move up. On the slower time frames, the 1 minute time frames, could have probably found an entry lower down here. Honestly, would have probably been expecting a 50%, at least a 50% correction on that move. You see, we got way more than 50% correction on that move. Consolidate again, then drop. See, consolidate again. Wait till it breaks out. Take the trade. So that was just a trash day. That 40-minute close was bullshit. Added to the positions when they got lower, currently have 0.06 lot running, spread across 5 positions because I was buying as we dropped the hold. As we rolled, had no idea it would drop so much though, duh. So in the future, you can wait for high time frame support to be found to buy the bottom. Yeah, that would have probably been better. SMH. I didn't get this trade. Nicely. See, price is at the top of the range here. Wait until it breaks this area. Enter a couple pips lower. Bam, bag it up as we get close to the lows. And good. Nice scalp. Perfect. So stop 3 pips below 2 point. Price it and look like clockwork. Nice. Ain't got nothing to say. Just took one trade that day. Ain't that a great thing? Got this nice win yesterday, but this doesn't show the whole ride. Had some serious drawdown on some buys when GJ dropped like 160 pips in true GJ fashion. Had like $80 drawdown. I just trusted that it would correct. The next morning it did, so we'll keep holding till TP hopefully. No. No. You will not keep holding till TP hopefully. You will close when the market gives you a chance to get out a little bit with a less of a blow. However, and matter of fact, in the first place, you will not enter the trade without a stop loss. It was a wild day, but I'm proud that I didn't mess up my lot sizes to try and make up the drawdown. That's true. Could have been worse. You know what I say. This little break even here on USD CAD trying to sell the bottom of the range. Why? Why? Sell the bottom of the range. At least we came out break even. Okay, at least you had the good sense to come out break even. Trade 2 as GJ spike 90 pips and retrace. I entered impulsively on it and secure 10 pips. Okay. Retrace, I entered and then boom, took 10 pips. I guess wasn't the smartest entry here, but at least it worked out. Still wasn't the smartest entry though. Since we are actually already there, let's go back to the chart and see how we would have played that on the lower time frames. Boom, GJ come to the bottom there. We see 2 candles close, 2 50-minute candles close. It's 3:34 hourly candle close. Next hourly, next 30-minute candle close like that. What does the lower time frame look like? Damn didn't do touch, damn didn't do touch. Only got woman now I need you so much. Shit. They ain't letting me go that far back, man. Let's see what kind of 15-minute confirms we could have gotten to buy that. Bam, price came down, some exhaustion, next bullish, more exhaustion, failure to even test these lows, broke. This is where I entered. Check what I'm showing you. Right there. Whoops. Cause price formed this little mini order block here on the 1 minute. That would have been a good order block, ain't it? Ain't it? We in a downtrend, but we anticipating a correction of that move, don't we? Plus in the higher time frames we're still very bullish. Ain't it? Ain't it? Plus we had these previous areas of interest here. It's previous resistance. All that area over there looking left. So I mean, don't know if I would have been looking for those buys right there, but definitely as we broke, I mean, yeah, I guess you could have entered right there as we broke. That's a big stop though. Very big stop. On the 1 minute you could have entered as we were breaking the highs of that. But those candles are big. 18 pips. Guess they're not that big. That's hindsight though. Would like to see the 1 minute to tell if I would have actually entered. Anyway, took a quick scalp on some lower risk. Cool. That's alright. Simple two trade shuffle right on plan. I like it. Asian session overtime. Put my buy stop a couple pips from the point. If you got activated on an ATP, no stress. Hit TP, no stress. Oh, and look, those ugly buys up there from the highs that I refuse to close. Sell stop activated. Moves my stop loss to break even too early and close at break even. This shit needs to stop. Can't even really see the price action to know what the hell. 30-minute. The sales. This is good. Looked at for our character structure. We're at the bottom. We're at the bottom 3-minute called bullish. Took a buy. Added to it once I got a better entry. Buys played out. Okay. Alright. See, buying at the bottom instead of at the top. Pretty good trades today, right on plan. Nothing too special to mention. Nothing too special to mention. You got 30 pips. Hey. Nice 10, 12 pips. Hey. Talking about nothing special to mention. SMH. At least you were on plan. The first set of sales, I wasn't in a good headspace, I think, because of the issues with the LG G6 customer, so I didn't manage it too well. Oh, I remember that. I was in my sales, and then this guy called me on some bullshit, and that just put me in an old headspace. So I was like, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't want to manage my trade properly, and then I moved my stops to break even because like the call was already a L in real life, so I didn't want it. Well, a L in a different area of life. I didn't want to take another L, so I was like, I just moved to break even real quick. Moved to break even real quick, and I missed this juicy ass move, but it's okay though. USD broke below support, had a sell stop that got activated. The volume was there though, so I wasn't. Was not there though, so I closed it out. Might check back at 8 to get prep to trade news. Okay. It's alright. We broke. Check. These candles though, very weak. Probably wait for a little retest like that and then yes, he can. Manage risk well. Tried to take these buys, ended up closing when I saw momentum reversing and rejecting. We gave it a second chance, but still didn't work out. So that's the end of my week. Okay, so let these run too long. These were alright. This was some tough price action to trade on GJ. Wasn't sure that price wanted to do. This was a London session though, and it's Friday, so I expected some weight stuff. I'm pretty sure, pretty much done for the week, but I may look at UCAD for news trading later. 15 positions, 11 wins, 4 losses, 73% win rate. Except you don't see all those positions I still had running in drawdown. Overtime. Went on take another trade. Okay. Set this sell stop as a hedge in case price came down while I was away and it hit. Hedging against the positions that were still open, but what the hell? Okay. Pretty concise journal, not as many positions. That's very good. I think there was still a lot of positions, but okay, okay. Okay, okay. Que lo que everybody pricey. The heck? 25 minutes. Cool. I'm gonna close this one.